And then finally, when it comes down to generating good juice in your system that will go to nourish all of the dhatus so that ojas will be properly produced, don't worry so much about what kind of special herb and what kind of special mineral is going to do the job. First, make sure that there is no ama in the system to speak of, so that the digestive processes are working relatively efficiently. If there is ama hanging around in the tissues, no matter how much ashwagandha and shatavari and bala and vidari, and for that matter maca and other things that you take, no matter how much of these things you take, even ginsengs of various types, and no matter how much of the, even salam mishri and safed musli and krishna musli, no matter how much of these things you take, they're going to have a limited effect because of the fact that you're not able to digest them. The only thing that counts in the context of your organism is what you're able to digest. And especially when we're living in a world of great complexity, the vast majority of treatment in Ayurveda is allopathic in the true sense of that term. Against the qualities of whatever it is the cause of the disease. Sankshipta, Kriya, Yogo, Nidana, Parivarjanam. The essence of treatment is get rid of the cause. If the cause is complexity, the treatment for complexity is simplicity. The world in which we live in is creating such a grand amount of complexity that in order for us to be healthy, we have to be minimizing the complexity in our own personal lives. Simplify, simplify, simplify. Out in the world, be as complex as you want to. When you come home, make everything very calm, very quiet, and very simple, not complex. The simpler you get, the easier it will be for your organism to be able to distinguish between what is sada and what is chitta, what is hita and what is ahita. And it is only when your organism is able to identify, to distinguish between what is desirable and what is undesirable, that you will be able to have a certain degree of confidence that your organism is going to move in the right direction. And above all, the best possible way to create more ojas is to sing. It is quite possible that you can't carry a tune. Don't let that stop you, except in public. Each one of you, well, we're assuming that each one of you bathes at least once a week or so. Since we're not living in medieval Europe where, you know, once a year was a good amount of time. When you're in the bath, why is it a good time to bathe to sing when you're in the bath? Because you're surrounded by water. And water is rasa. And rasa means emotion. Rasa means juice. So actually being in the contact with juice and singing something that is juicy will actually generate juiciness in your very internality without you having to do anything like taking medicated ghee and snorting it and doing all this other stuff. So, before, I noticed that there is only 5 minutes remaining. I noticed this because there's a indication to my left that only 5 minutes remain. But we must not waste our time. Since there's only 5 minutes remaining, we must make practical use of this principle. And that means we will encourage all of you to sing. We will encourage you all to sing if you can carry a tune and have some concept of what rhythm is. We'll encourage you to sing loudly and lustily. If you can't carry a tune and are not well known for being rhythmic, we'll encourage you to sing discreetly.